Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
We're back. We're here.
We're back, yes.
We're alive.
Our schedule has been a little, I don't know, peripatetic maybe this year. Very little off and on. Like, not that you guys would know, but, you know.
The real.
For us.
The real timeline.
Where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah.
Or whatever the rubber's meeting today.
I think it's, I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I saw Massonomics. They do a lot of Zoom even with each other now.
Yeah, because they don't live in the same place anymore.
Yeah. And then.
Yeah, Tommy moved to Fargo or something.
Some other Dakota?
No, not Fargo.
Isn't that a Ben Affleck film?
Yeah. It is. No.
I heard it's pretty good, isn't it?
No. Fargo's a Coen Brothers film.
Oh.
I don't agree with the Ben Affleck, but I heard Fargo's pretty good, isn't it? Or am I tripping?
Fargo is good. It's a good movie. Yeah, and actually then they made a series based on the place and the spirit, but in different time frames.
Never seen
Noah Hawley. It's very good, but it is it requires attention when you watch it. You can't really I think that probably the most attention requiring series that I have yet to actually dive into is Shogun. Because in multiple languages and all kind of subtitles.
Yeah, I think I watched one episode.
And I mean, it's supposed to be very good, also supposed to be very gory, and it's up for a shit ton of Emmys this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe it may win the most ever.
I don't have a lot of brain power for shows like that anymore. I wish I did.
I don't so much as I used to either. I don't know why, but it is true.
We're all iPad kids.
Yeah, I mean, my wife and I were talking about this last night. Okay, we're going to watch it at some point, but when we watch it, we're not going to do anything else. We're going to dim the lights in the room, and we're just going to concentrate on the screen.
Yeah.
But that might require me buying a new TV, and I don't know if she's not that there's anything wrong with my current TV, but I would like a bigger one if I'm going to watch Shogun on it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So
that's why you need the vibes.
True.
A projector?
Cheap.
Yeah, no. That wouldn't work in my slot.
TVs are kind of cheap, too, now.
They can not be too bad, yeah.
And they get, pretty good quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, House of Dragons, even, I'm trying to watch. And you got to pay attention. Not as bad as Game of Thrones, but still pretty bad.
I'm watching that Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah, the new season.
Rings of Power. And I gotta tell you, the second season is pretty good.
Yeah. I think Lord of the Rings fans like the first one, too. I think it was just random folks didn't. I didn't give it a go, really.
It is harder to get into.
Yeah.
Because there's so much stuff going on in it. But the characterization is so much better in this season for whatever the writing's, but I don't know.
That's the same with House of Dragons. First season, they just have so much setup. It's so slow.
Yeah, it's all exposition.
Yeah. Which I get because they're whatever.
Yeah, House of Dragons
years back.
Second season was much better.
Yeah, it's getting to move a bit.
But I was watching probably the most recent episode of Rings of Power, and it at the end of that episode there is the process of making the next group of rings. The elf rings have already been made and they don't have any taint of Sauron on them at all.
Yeah.
But the next rings, so the dwarf rings and the human rings, they're just starting to they're literally basically pouring the metal, right? And that ends, and I'm watching it. It's on Amazon, and then it automatically goes to yet another program, and it's the first scene of the Lord of the Rings movies, and that's the same freaking scene.
Yeah.
They're pouring the gold or whatever into the.
Yeah, Amazon bought hella Lord of the Rings rights. They were supposed to make a huge video game that got tabletop, and then I don't know if it was another movie, but there's a bunch of shit they were supposed to do, and a bunch of it got weird.
RPG?
It was supposed to be, I think, open world, open world, World of Warcraft type shit. Yeah, that's what. I was going to do, MMO.
Okay.
Yeah, an RPG MMO. Yeah, I was about it too. I don't really play games like that, but Lord of the Rings would have been sick. And I don't know what happened, but something happened. Maybe budgets, who knows?
I don't know. The gaming world is very weird right now. Yeah. You never know who's going to take a dive.
No, gaming's very crazy. Because esports just went absolutely berserk during COVID, and so did streams. And streaming's still very popular. But esports all tanked. A bunch of them went under. bunch of guys threw money at it. Steph Curry owns part, Drake, like all these people threw money, but like the business model just isn't there yet because the tournaments like don't pay enough. So like it's all based on like social media.
It sounds a little bit like powerlifting.
No, it is. It's all very similar. Where the only way to make money is social media, but then like why would you join an esports team? But you kind of need some organization.
Yeah.
Because some esports are team based. They did the Saudi World Cup of esports or whatever, EWC, Esports World Cup. And that looked like it went well, and they obviously got money. But that's once. I think they'll do it once a year, and that was like $1 million prize pools. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and the no new games come out. It's kind of like movies, right? They'll just remake a game and charge you based on fandom. But some of the best games are free. Some of the most popular esports games are absolutely free. So that's where the whole business model goes crazy. I mean, movies too, right? Movies, TV, everything's just regurgitated shit.
Which one is free?
Video games?
Yeah, which one?
Kind of everything. Like Apex is one of the biggest esports right now, even though. But then, like, it's an interesting thing. Fortnite's free.
Fortnite.
I don't know if Roblox is free, but it's probably free or cheap.
I think
yeah,
it's free.
and then you buy skins and shit.
Buy skins.
Yeah, it's
like
kind of the new
games.
business model. But then
The downloadable content.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then people are spending real money on that, which I've never done.
In-app purchase, as they also say.
Yeah, and there's lawsuits and weird shit there because of like some of it's random, but then is it gambling? And like, what are they charging you for?
Right.
And then are you taking advantage of kids that have no clue and they're buying?
For sure you are. Yeah.
Unless adults too, they get addicted because like you're promised this if you get 10 boxes or whatever the fuck. It is a crazy world. But gaming's more popular than ever. But it seems like I can't name the newest game that's like popular.
Thoughts, Sebastian?
Nah.
They're all old.
Nothing.
I honestly,
Like Fortnite just
I'm
had
tapped out.
Yeah, I'm in it too, and there's just none. Fortnite just had its like FNCS like their championship this weekend, and that was big, but that's fucking 7 years old now, 6 years old.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, right. 2019, I bet, or 18.
Yeah, probably 18.
Yeah.
Probably like late 2018.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, it is a weird conundrum of making money. Someone's making the money. It is like powerlifting. Someone's making the money, but who knows where the fuck
who
it
knows?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a report by our boy Bryce Lewis to turn around to some powerlifting. USAPL Nationals was last weekend. And Bryce has done it for a while where I don't know what his rank is, but it might be an open meeting too. He goes to like the executive meeting.
Yeah, I think he always goes.
Yeah, and I don't know if he has a role in it or he just likes to be informed because he's obviously a coach and now he runs a media company for them. But he always takes notes on it. And they said they lost like 3,000 to 5,000 members this year.
To
you assume Powerlifting America.
Powerlifting America.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
just
that
attrition.
Yeah, all of it, all of the above. I don't know what the normal rate of loss is, right? And I don't know if that was like net loss or.
Yeah.
But I assume it was. Hence, they were reporting on it because every year you're going to get some kind of turnover. But the sport is still growing-ish, and so it sounds like they're pretty aware of their competitors in Powerlifting America. But like they got nothing to offer. I mean, that's just the truth. They have nothing to offer in their Fed right now, besides accessibility. But that's on the meet director. It's not even on the Fed.
And I was reading a very lengthy powerlifting subreddit post about this whole issue, saying that there were not very many vendors and it was not particularly well attended.
Yeah. I wonder
which is the thing, because when we went to Vegas a couple of years ago, it was nuts.
Yeah. I wonder if the vendors thing has to do with like what they charge, right? Because that's what slowly started to kill the Arnold and all that. Obviously COVID, but it's also just so expensive. So you're going to spend 20 G's to do a weekend there,
and you got to get your shit there.
Yeah, I could imagine the USAPL charging way overrated prices too, and maybe that
$2,500 or more. You know, something like that.
So you go $2,500. Let's say it is that, which isn't like crazy, but if you're in
that's about the Arnold. So
yeah, if you're saying you're in Utah, and you have a business in Miami, Florida. Yeah. Now you got to fly all your products, all your team, all your booths set up, plus hotel for now USAPL Nats is like 6 days, 5 days.
It's like 5.
So you got to be there 7 because you got setup cleanup minimum. Yeah, you're probably looking at a 30 G weekend.
Yeah.
You know, like and if they have nothing to attract viewers besides a little bit of lifting, no viewers are going to go.
No.
And so how are you supposed to make 35 G's to make it worth your weekend?
I have to be honest with you. I actually watched everybody's recap videos. I did not watch the stream itself.
You're an iPad kid.
Yeah.
He's watching the clips.
Yeah, I just watched the clips. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, that's where we sit. Yeah.
Can I get the clips?
I mean, powerlifting should benefit from the era of ADHD and clips, right? Because a whole meet is fucking boring.
Yeah.
All you need is the recap.
Yeah.
Which, again, like, I understand you should live stream it probably, but how is someone not doing a recap of the whole weekend?
Correct.
Like, you could make a whole YouTube channel and just do that and have much success.
If you had access to the video,
Yeah, have much success. Like, USAPL should have just do that. And then, obviously, that's what Strongman's done for 50 years.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. Like, yeah, you can live stream it. It'll be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, once you chop it up, you get an interview or two. You get only the good angles. You get the good misses. You get the good makes. We don't need that. We don't need to see every single person's opener.
No.
You know, especially in a prime time when
I
they're
almost,
pros.
and if that's, unless that's the only lift they make, I do not need to see anybody's open.
Right.
I don't.
Especially at the high level.
I just want to see the last made lift.
Yeah.
And the misses if they're controversial.
Right. And
that's the only stuff to watch.
And if we have a head-to-head, you'll show the seconds to build some hype and some tension. And
that's a duel. That's different.
Yeah, it's just so easy to do, but for some reason... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe USAPL should hire me to consult you dumb shits. Like, there's just so many little things you can do, you know? Like, even, like... And it's already laid out for you. Sure, powerlifting has a couple disadvantages, but you go, and I've never been, but you see it on TV. You go to NFL All-Star Weekend, you go to NBA All-Star Weekend, and they have a dunk contest. So how do you not have just, like, a deadlift off for $3,000 or whatever the fuck? Why don't you... Or a supplement... sponsor, you know, they have all these sponsors say, hey man, would you be willing to sponsor someone for a year? I'm sure they'd say yeah, and whoever wins the deadlift competition wins that sponsorship. I mean, there's a million things you could do. They always have like a 40-yard dash and a combine test during the NFL weekend, shit like that. What's his name? Fucking King of the Illuminati, Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin just did like a
Nicholas
what's
his
called?
name?
Fanatic Weekend or something. Because he owns Lids. Do you know Michael Rubin? No, you don't know the King of the Illuminati?
No.
That's what they say, allegedly. He owns Lids, and then he owns maybe the Sixers. He's a Philadelphia guy, but he owns Fanatics. I think it's like a DraftKings type thing, right? I don't even know.
Fanatics is an apparel company.
Oh, all right, whatever. He
major league contracted.
Yeah, he fucking crushes it. And Lids.
Yeah, I know Lids.
So he started with Lids, and now I think he owns maybe of DraftKings or something else on top of that, and then he might even own part of the 76ers. I don't know. But he runs this, like, sports event where there's, like, cards and collecting. He had all the celebs out there, like Tom Brady's hanging out. Everybody. Quavo. Like, he's homies with all these guys. And all they do is little games like that. You know, they have, like, a little goal, and people are shooting hockey pucks into it for a hat, and they have, like... How are you not doing something like that
with carnival game,
bro? With powerlifting, and then like depending on your demographic, maybe you make it slightly more adult rather than kid based, because this is trying to get kids to buy basketball cards or whatever the fuck. But
and it might be cool if you could actually like do a twist on something, so you're not doing exactly the competition lift. You're doing some
you do body weight for reps or whatever the fuck. And, even 225 for reps. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like you just give a baby prize, and then maybe have a couple that are on stage that are big deals.
Like an intermission.
Yeah. I mean, you go to a Lakers game and fucking.
Halftime show.
Pharrell's going to come out and sing. Yeah, something's going to happen, right? Like, if you're trying to attract people to go watch a boring ass sport in Salt Lake City on a random ass September, like we got to do something.
But really, what it comes down to is only the vendors, and not even all of them, are the ones who are making a living off of selling to powerlifters, and nobody else is, and so they're not putting any of the additional effort like that.
Right. But that would get ticket sales up. That helps everyone, right? You get ticket sales up, which helps the USAPL itself.
Yeah.
You get more sponsored. The more people you have in person, the more vendors you would get. Right. It's like a cyclical thing, because you get more people. Your job is to get people, because then you could sell more vending because they want to go because there's people. Then you could sell more sponsorships because they want more eyes. Like it is a win-win if they got just a hair creative. But when we went, they kicked you out of every session.
Right.
You had to repay for every session, which is just nickel and diamond.
Right.
And then you got nowhere to go. You're just sitting on the floor in a lobby.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just insane. Like, just have something lined up.
They had higher qualifying totals this year? So there are fewer people.
I think that's
that
next year.
Yeah,
Next
next
year,
year's the
okay.
giant jump. This year, I think they had less people for sure because I think they were averaging around 2,000 at a nationals, and they had like 1,300.
Seabass, have you memorized the totals and or placement of all of our folks who competed at?
Yeah, we had a bunch of folks.
I have not. I know RJ got second.
Yeah.
And the juniors, dude. No one cares,
yeah.
RJ.
Jason Micah got a second, I think, too.
Oh, Jason Micah got
yeah, I
second?
think so.
Oh, shit, okay.
I'm not 100% sure on that. Julia lifted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Julia,
Trevor.
Trev.
Yeah.
Trevor, I think, was also a second
I-
place.
Yeah, I know he was dummy strong. And then I think Jackie
Yeah.
lifted as well.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of people went out. Avi went out prime
Abby,
time.
Yeah.
Did Abby lift or?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah,
Oh,
prime
she did?
time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. She do okay? I know
She did
been-
all right. She did all right. Which she knew. I mean, she's coming back from injury. and-
Yeah.
But yeah, because of her qualifying total, I had her in prime time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she went 7 for 9.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it's just good just to get out.
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
do a
texting her a
competition.
bit. I just
It's so easy to get out of the loop of competitive powerlifting and just not have the drive to do it anymore.
or when you're injured, like when do you choose to come back? Like
Yeah.
do you only come back? It's kind of like the first meet you've ever done. Like, do you set this standard? Like, I'm not going to compete till I bench 315. Well, then, bitch, you're never going to compete.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like,
never gonna happen.
and so it's kind of the same with injury. Like, eventually, you just got to rip the Band-Aid and compete, whether your numbers are exactly what you want to
Yeah.
be. If you're pain free, it's probably time to compete. If you're a competitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to cover one of the things that we deal with here in Sacramento. It's called the 16 Seasons of Sacramento. They say that the West Coast only has 2 seasons. This is not correct. It's particularly not correct for us.
Yeah, L.A.
Yeah.
But even L.A.
Even LA.
and
yes.
San Francisco, like San Francisco's 60 year round and LA's 70 year round.
Yeah, except during the summer when San Francisco's in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 16 seasons of Sacramento. Winter, what they call Fool's Spring, when
Yeah,
it
you
starts to
think.
warm up and the birds are singing and thing about blooming.
I wish we had some dates here.
But then, yeah, I think that it's a feel thing, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't really hit the same
Yeah.
time every year.
Yeah.
There's the second winter after that, which shuts down the Fool's Spring. There's the pollinating,
Yeah, it's
which
pretty
is
bad.
what I think when the cumshot trees start to bloom.
We used to be called the City of Trees. I forgot who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody in Vegas who's from Reno in Montana. And they knew we were the City of Trees. I was like, dude, we used to be. And he's like, oh, it's such a good name, and you're such beautiful trees. I was like, yeah, we're farm to fork or some bullshit. Not as
Not as good as City of Trees. I have no idea
Why
why
did
they
they
didn't.
take that off?
I don't know, man.
Because Farm to Fork is a hell of a lot more monetizable than City of Trees.
Yeah, I thought maybe
That's-
the negative marijuana references.
No, I probably know most people wouldn't ever get that, though. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get it, but I barely get it. After that, we have Mosquito Spring, which is a thing that affects us here because of
Yeah, the
Our
rivers.
yes, so we're very close to the river, and we have open roll-up doors all the time.
Yeah. But there really are bad mosquitoes.
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
like just in general, because I think there is. I mean, Sacramento's basically like, if you stretch out, it's kind of like a weird peninsula of rivers.
Yeah.
There's like 2 rivers that create us.
Yeah, literally 2 rivers. I said Mosquito Spring. Road construction, which is actually a year-round
That's year-round.
season
Yeah.
now.
That's year-round.
Yeah, I feel like it's always been. I was talking to someone too, one of my Uber drivers, and Watt Avenue and 50 is kind of like the entrance I used to use to get anywhere because I grew up in that neighborhood. And I swear to God, like 16 years of my life, they were redoing it.
Oh, I believe that.
And now it looks gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty, but like they were just like adding a bike path to it and like a bike bridge, and then like adding trees. I don't really know what they were doing. And the cement looks nice. It does look nice, but like swear to God, 16 years.
Well, 2 blocks from us here, that they made a one-way street back into a 2-way street.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I saw
Fifth.
a truck looking at me.
Yeah, like whoa! Actually, when I drove through there on Sunday, there were a bunch of people still parked the wrong way, which I don't even get.
Yeah, I think they
But,
literally flipped the switch this week. But it ends right there, though, right?
Yeah, it'll eventually go all the way to H, though. I think
Yeah.
they're just doing it a block at a time.
It's on the. It's if you go up Vane from there, it does end up at the arena. So like I get maybe has
Yeah.
to do with that.
Yeah, because that's 2 ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they shut that down so often. California Summer is described as being May 5th through 8th.
What does that mean? Just like high 80s.
High
I was gonna
80s,
say,
yeah.
Like nice.
Yeah,
weather.
nice.
Nice for us.
Comfortable, yeah. Like the where you wish it would stick, but it
Yeah.
doesn't.
The issue is like those type of summers, if you do like that, whatever city you want that in, your winters are going to suck.
Yeah.
Like Cleveland summers are kind of nice because it's like 80s and humid, but then you're in ice for 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, like you're not going to get a nice LA. I mean,
Mhm.
the beach side of LA, not downtown. Real LA does get 90s and hot, but if you're beachside LA, sure, you can have that summer.
Yeah. Then we have a season known as Satan's Butthole, which that is when it gets hot before any of us are actually capable of dealing with the heat.
Yeah, the May,
Like,
the June.
Our bodies are not yet adjusted to the triple digit temperatures that might
Yeah.
show up there for the first
It
time.
does turn quick.
Yeah.
Turns quick. You
Yeah.
get like a week or two, and you're like, "Fuck, it's nice." 70s, 80s, and all of a sudden it's 110.
Yeah.
And then it snaps back to spring 3, which is referred to as the springening.
Now I'm lost.
Yeah, where the temperatures drop back down for a little while, and you think, oh, maybe the summer won't be so bad.
Like a week in June? Are we talking about? Or are we talking?
Yeah,
about
a
like
week in June.
September?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's usually the first or second week of June.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit like that, where
Yeah.
it's like, how often does it, especially used to, I don't know so much right now, but it used to rain during graduations.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was,
Yeah.
in June.
Or even like a 90s.
Yeah.
Like it really isn't. If you're from, the Central Valley, 90s just really isn't that bad.
Yeah. After that, we have first wildfire.
I feel like this year's been a little tame, eh? 'Cause we had a bunch
Except
of
for
rain.
the big one in Chico, which is the biggest ever, I think.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't think it's completely contained
I
yet.
didn't hear about it.
Yeah, it's a big ass fire. The park fire.
Uh,
Ghost Pepper Summer, which is just hot as absolute hell.
yeah, every summer.
And then second wildfire, which everything that got dried out during the Ghost Pepper Summer is now on fire. Then we have False Fall, which, as I think a couple of weeks ago we hit.
Yeah, or maybe even in front of us. I
I
feel
was
like
about to say, I think it's coming up.
sometimes September will get you in like a nice 80s, and you're like, oh shit, leaves start falling, then you'll get another couple weeks of 100 out of nowhere.
Yesterday was nearly 100 degrees. The day
Yeah.
before that was over 100 degrees, whatever. Today is 85.
Yeah, maybe we're in it right now.
So we may be in False Fall now.
'Cause
Followed
sometimes
by,
you will have like a Thanksgiving that's 90,
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you'll have a Thanksgiving that's raining too, but sometimes, yeah, you go like, fuck, it's hot.
Then we have Jalapeno Summer, which is where it gets hot again.
Less spicy than Ghost, I
yeah,
assume.
less
I'm not a
spicy
pepper
than
guy,
Ghost.
but-
Yeah, but still hot. That's like typically, although this last few days is not a good example of it, but it's like hot during the day and cool at night.
Yeah. Today was okay because it was like riding in here was like 60.
Yeah.
That is one difference between here and like Vegas, because Vegas, like, you wake up at 6 a.m., it's like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck's going on? It's like midnight and it's still like,
It's the end of the
95. Yeah, you're like, fuck, bro. It's just, we're in a magnifying glass over here. We're Sacramento, even in Satan's Butthole and Ghost Pepper, nighttime can get to like 80.
Typically,
if
yeah,
like
yeah.
sun will set at 7.
Sometimes.
If you go and get like dinner or you're going
Mhm.
out and it's like 8 or 9, I remember that when I was younger and actually did things. It was like nice. I'd roll with the windows down at 8:30 at night and it's like 85.
Yeah. For sure. After that, we have Smoky Fall. I really hope that is not a
Is
big
that
thing this
is that
year.
a fire reference?
It's a fire reference, yes.
Because Smoky Fall, I feel like is just a nice tone,
It could be.
right?
Yeah.
Right? You think of like,
Oh, it's
whiskey
kinda
and smoky,
smoky.
kind of
Yeah.
coffee,
Yeah.
pumpkin-y. Because that is my favorite time here, for sure.
It's like the smell of leaves burning like you're on the East Coast, but you're not. and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, I like all the leaves and the orangey and the brown. And we do have a good fall here. Besides, despite the sad name there.
Yeah. And then after that comes the Claw. And that is, you really have to be a Sacramento person to understand what the Claw is.
I don't know if I know the claw.
The Claw starts in November every year. So that one's actually pegged at a point in time. The Claw is when you can put your green waste out on the street, and they come with the Claw and pick it up and put it in a big dumpster, a big dump truck. And that lasts through.
I don't have a greens.
through Christmas,
I don't have a
through
greens.
first of the year. So because usually that's how you can get rid of your Christmas tree.
Yeah, that makes sense. I had a Greens in the burbs, but I don't have a Greens downtown.
But we used to have that year round. So
Yeah.
our streets used to be covered with like green waste shit
Yeah.
all the time. And now we have green waste, barrels.
Vegas, they do once a month. Like, there are pretty tight regulations, but they kind of do like a free trash pickup. So you can do like really big boxes. I think Christmas tree type stuff, wood type stuff. And I think it's run by the city. It's kind of nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because like like those recycling bins, like if you have a legitimate box, especially with Amazon culture, like you're gonna fill your recycling too easy.
It's like when you go to Costco and they ask you if you want a box.
Yeah, it's too many.
Fuck no, I don't want a box. I don't want to recycle your cardboard.
Or speaking of like TVs or couches, you get something like legitimate. That box is fucked.
Yeah.
Where Vegas, I think it's once a month. They'll just come and snag that for free, or maybe not free, but part of your trash, which is nice. And we have Boy Scouts around that time too that try to come grab like TVs and trees.
Yeah, there's usually a lot of e-waste drives. Yeah, for sure.
Which is good.
They make some money off of it. I don't know what the mechanism there is. I just saw that they're putting a bunch of recycling centers, even here in Sacramento. So it's supposed to be easier to recycle your bottles and cans.
There's one behind my house.
Let's clap your hands.
Not to dox myself, but there's one kind of close to me. Not that close, but kind of, but not really.
And it's about 10 miles away.
Yeah. It's a stone's throw, quick taxi.
Very far.
But it's
super far away.
But I don't know if it's like where they bring shit or if you can bring shit. I've never actually been.
So the reason they call it the claws, there's like a heavy machinery, like a loader kind of thing.
Sure.
And it's got it's got two wedge shaped like jaws or arms or whatever that pick stuff up and then dump it in the truck.
That's got to be one of the first AI robot-y trucks, right?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Like, who wants to be a trash man?
It pays really well.
It does. That's what Dan's father did. The whole
the answer
waste
to that
management,
question
but
is it pays really, really well.
Yeah, but they don't care. That's more reason for them to want a robot.
True.
Potentially, yeah.
Right? Are you going to pay really, really well, or are you going to fucking
have something else just
do it for freezies?
Good Lord. Speaking of AIs driving vehicles, though, I saw it wasn't. I followed That'll Buff Out on Instagram, which is just like constant accident videos.
Oof.
Very cathartic to watch. But this was a different one, but it probably would have fit there, where there was a self-driving car that for some reason ran into, like, rear-ended another car, and it shut down all the sensors for some reason, and so it just kept fucking going. It ran another car down and all this stuff. It just like had a mind of its own that wasn't thinking, I guess. I don't know, but there was a malfunction, because once the sensors stopped working, it should have just stopped.
Yeah,
but
there should be an emergency deal. Dan was just in one, sent us a selfie video.
Oh, in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, driving around.
Well,
in one of those, self-driving
Waymo.
AI. Yeah, one of them.
The Waymo.
I was like, bro, test that thing. Like, where can you go? Like, send that bitch to Santa Cruz or something. I was like, what's the limit? And he's like, I don't really know. I was like, fucking ask it. Like, fucking figure it out.
Yeah, I need to figure that. I have tickets to the King's Home opener, but I did not look at my calendar very closely. I'm actually supposed to drive to San Francisco and pick my mother-in-law up from her trip to Austria, Germany, whatever.
Send the AI truck.
AI bot.
Yeah. Send them out.
I just actually had my first experience with using AI to write something on a longer basis, and I have to say that it was actually pretty rewarding.
No, it's good.
Because I mean, I've used it for short things and stuff, and titles and whatever, and we've been using it for item descriptions for a long time.
Yeah,
because it's built into Shopify. But I had a particular piece of something I needed to write, and I didn't honestly. I wanted it to be a little bit more generic. I didn't want to provide a whole hell of a lot of information. I needed it to be structured. I didn't want to look up the structure myself. I didn't want to come up with all of the bullet points or whatever. And I just did it. And it was like 2 seconds. And then it was, and then I just tweaked it.
Yeah.
That was it. Like,
the beauty is the fine tuning, because you can get it to be specific as shit.
Yeah.
You just feed it info. Hey, it's XYZ. It's, 1, 2, 3, and it'll fucking line that up too. Yeah, it is pretty versatile.
I was talking to a couple friends last night, and I was talking about this exact thing. And one of my friends was like, yeah, man, I have to pull these massive presentations out of my ass every couple of weeks. It'd be so much easier if I could have an AI do it. And I was like, I wonder if you can, I wonder if you can have AI like draw from your own documents.
For sure.
And it's like, yeah, but wait a minute. I could probably ask AI if that's possible. And I did, and it is.
A couple of them you might have to like pay, but then a lot of them you can upload files, written or visual, and it'll do it all.
That's really the key. It's like, the work nobody wants to do.
It's an assistant. It's literally an assistant that does it all.
Yeah, like I think I'm a pretty good writer, but I'm challenged by it. My process is not efficient.
Yeah,
I have essentially days of rumination before things come out in sentences.
Yeah, but you can get it to spark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you could literally start with that, and then even if you don't use it, you could read it, and it could spark your own shit.
Yeah, and so, I don't know. I mean, I've always been someone that needed to put a little bit down on paper and then print it out for some reason, because I just like touch it or whatever, mark it up, and then go back and start working on it. But this is something that it didn't. It was a little bit of a space filler, I mean, it's a little bit of a specification that I didn't want to bother, like, creating from scratch, and it was just fucking easy.
Doesn't ever seem to get, besides like stealing jobs, which we're yet to like really see the outcome. It doesn't really get like negative press in like the professional world. It only gets like negative stuff when you talk about like cheating in school.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the new age. When I was in high school, it was Wikipedia. That was like the devil.
Yeah,
like every teacher's like, don't look at Wikipedia. You're not allowed to use that. Like you can Google. Like it was my generation, like, and probably a very tight generation that can relate, where like our essays had to be like one online and like 3 books. Like that was like part of the rules of a research or of a footnote or whatever. Where now you could probably, I assume, footnote a ton of shit online.
Just like websites.
Yeah, and the teachers aren't getting pissed. Yeah. But back then, because they were still like, some of the teachers probably didn't even use the fucking internet. They're like real iffy. We're talking like 2003.
Well, they don't watch TV, so supposedly.
Yeah. Oh, Waldorf?
Yeah.
Some of the teachers do. High school's a little different, but lower school, they for sure. I don't think they do. A lot of my friends didn't have TVs. Majority of my friends, didn't have TVs growing up. Or if they did, it was like movies only. Movies only.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah, maybe they were onto something. iPad kids. Maybe they were fucking onto something.
Yeah.
That's like the deep philosophy from like the fucking 30s, is that like you're supposed to handle like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Like you're supposed to handle a story, and TVs aren't stories. TVs are like blips of nothing. And now imagine TikTok. If Rudolf Steiner was alive, he would not be happy.
I'm getting this woman's ass. Oh, I know who it is too. I can't get rid of this. How do I make this stop? I'm
glad I'm not attached to that thing. Who knows what be?
It's somebody we know.
So you got Sebas blushing. He didn't know what was happening either. He had to look away. No, he just made the sign of the cross over there. Just opening Instagram.
Yeah, it's literally the X of somebody you know. So there we go. This is the thing.
Not Diddy.
Diddy, yeah, loses $100 million default judgment to
his ex. The video.
No, this is a man who accused Diddy of sexually assaulting him. $100 million.
Is it Meek Mill?
I don't know. No,
this is just the beginning.
Derek Lee Cardello Smith.
Yeah, I don't know him. Maybe an assistant or something? No, the Diddy stories run deep. They run really deep.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of it.
I feel like it just fell off the...
I think they're just probably doing real research now.
Now they're just...
Yeah, because they grabbed his shit. Yeah, they're probably doing real court case shit. No, it seems like he was quite the predator.
According to the Detroit Metro Times, Cardello Smith alleged that he was both drugged and sexually assaulted by Combs at a party in Detroit in 1997.
Yeah.
Just one claim amid a broader pattern of alleged sexual abuse and other misconduct by 3-time Grammy winner, also known as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, and Love. Well, that doesn't sound like love to me.
Yeah,
that
Mr. Sean
like
Combs. He was loving. Mr. Sean Combs.
Yeah. Cardello Smith, who is incarcerated, eventually sued over the alleged attack, provided information showing Combs' name in a prison visitation log. At a preliminary 7 August court hearing conducted conducted virtually. Cardella Smith testified that Combs offered him $2.3 million to drop his lawsuit.
Yeah, that's supposedly, I think, what happened to the ex-girlfriend, and then that tape resurfaced of her getting just fucking
mollywopped,
dude, so bad in the hotel. And then that, I think that lawsuit's going on too. I think the hotel's getting sued because I think Diddy's people paid them or whatever to hide that video. And so I think, I don't know if it was Marriott or who knows what the fuck it was, but one of those companies I think is getting sued too.
The plaintiff testified that Combs, 54, I didn't realize he was 54, told him that he would not acknowledge Cardella Smith's claims in court, saying, "You know how we get down." Cardella Smith
take
said
that.
Told Combs, "Well, I disagree with how you get down," and rejected the settlement
No, that's
offer.
what he says. Oh. That's P. Diddy's like ad lib. That's like the bad joke. His ad lib is take that.
Oh, jeez.
That's his fucking ad lib, bro.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, they call him Mr. Take That.
Oh,
There's a fucking video. I don't know if I told it on the podcast. I think it's Mac Miller and someone else, like kind of like artists on the side, and they're in the studio. It's like a vlog. It's not even part of anything big. It's like a vlog, and they're just chatting. It might even be Frank Ocean and Mac Miller or something, like two like icons, and they're joking about it. Like, yeah, man, we don't go to that Mr. Take Back party. Like, take that. No party for us. And they're like joking back and forth. Like, yeah. Even I think there's like quotes and stuff from like, I don't want to obviously fucking defame here and get arrested, but like, I don't know if it's like a LeBron or it's some like big celebrities like, yeah, we like go to those parties, but once the clock hits like 9 we leave, like we know what's about to happen, like we know the kind of party that's next, shit like that, like which is the scary, like people know, but like do they really know, you know, like what's your responsibility there if you don't really know, because you don't want to stick around to know, you know, like you can't play Batman and go like do it either, you know.
Yeah,
you just don't ask, don't tell, and run.
Yeah, you can't play investigator.
No, hang on. Yeah.
Well, of course you can.
You
it's
can,
just like,
but you can't eat or drink anything because you don't know where you're gonna end up.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
No, it's bad. No, it's really bad. Yeah, I think it's a lot of like.
Got to eat a lot of activated charcoal before you get in there.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of like date rape drugs and shit, like a lot of stuff like that, like beyond satanic behaviors from Mr. Combs. Yeah, not just like mini power trips, not like a little bit of manipulation. Like no, I think he's bad, bro. Yeah, I think he's bad.
I think maybe the biggest takeaway from this guy, you know, he's in jail and he's taught himself criminal and civil law while he was incarcerated.
Oh yeah,
he has a long history of challenging the judicial system with lawsuits. This guy did not. This is a summary judgment, meaning that Diddy did not show up in court to defend himself. So, not there. You get it. Combs is not the only prominent defendant named in one of those lawsuits. Another is Roman Archdiocese of Detroit, in a lawsuit alleging that two of the organization's priests, as well as one of its lay employees, sexually abused Cardella Smith between 1979, when he was about 7 years old, and 1993. What a mess. Jesus Christ, no wonder he's fucked up. On to some sadder news.
Worse?
Yeah, worse than that. We were talking about this ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why this is not working now. There it is. Our old friend Kim Valentine passed away over the weekend in an accident. We had her on the old show a long time ago. There we go.
Oh, piercing eyes. Watch yourself.
It's not playing, is it? No, it's not.
Yeah, sounds on somewhere.
No, it is playing.
Yeah, it's playing.
It says it's not playing, and it's playing. Yeah. Technology is biting me in the ass today. I'm not sure how old she was.
She's my age. She's like 35.
35?
Yeah. Yeah, Kim Valentine, for I'm sure many of you do know, but longtime powerlifter, friend of mine in the shows. Very, very strong, very, very cool chick. Passed away on her motorcycle this weekend. So, yeah, not a ton to say for me, but very, very sad. Very, very sad. She's a NorCal chick. Used to come train with us. I kept in touch with her over the years, as many of our friends did. Nadeem and a lot of the Bay Area NorCal, like OG powerlifting crew. We're pretty close, so it is sad. Sending the best to her and her family.
She she competed in gear and raw, I want to say.
I think just maybe once, but definitely more of a sleeved and wraps gal. Yeah, she's held multiple records. I think all-time total in squat like 97, 114, maybe even 124. Squatted well into the 400s. Yeah, very, very strong. Very, very strong.
It's a real bummer. I've never had any great attraction to riding a motorcycle. I feel uncomfortable. And we've had a couple of sort of prominent scooter deaths here in Sacramento.
Yeah, one of my buddies got hit on a scooter here. Yeah. I mean, it's all crazy. Because you hear the same thing driving. You hear the same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know what the actual statistics. I don't know if it's more dangerous. I know that Sacramento is terrible for car accidents, auto versus pedestrian, all that stuff. And I'm not even sure why it's so bad.
People are terrible drivers.
I think that's a big part of it. But
he's dodging every day.
There was an article in the paper a couple of weeks ago about a guy who lost his dad to auto versus pedestrian on kind of a complicated, dangerous intersection that he was crossing. And this guy went to a lot of trouble to research roundabouts. And
to slow.
Roundabouts are generally safer, and they
slow traffic.
They actually they slow traffic, but traffic actually moves faster through them. If that makes sense.
No, slowing traffic in terms of like making less traffic.
Right. Yeah.
No, that same fucking intersection I was talking about, Watt and Fair Oaks, right by the freeway, before they redid that intersection, which is different than the construction I was talking about. I think it was top 5 deadliest corners in the nation for years.
Yeah.
For years. People would just go flying because they're 2 roads intercoming that are like 6-lane roads. So everyone's hauling ass in every direction. Yeah, it was one of the craziest intersections for a very long time. Then they added, multiple stoplights and cameras, and that slowly started to chill people out.
Well, this guy brought his roundabout research to the city, and the city blew him off.
Here in Sac?
Yeah.
There's quite a few in Vegas, actually, at least in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, I got used to them we went to Ireland a few years ago. There were a lot there.
Yeah.
A whole lot. Like, you know how our initially, like in the 50s, our big highways were supposed to be built so that they would run outside of big cities instead of inside of big cities or through big cities.
Yeah, on the borders at least.
Yeah, and that's kind of more the way it works there. And you come off of like, one of the M's, and you go into an initial roundabout. And if you're still going in a particular direction and there's other connections, you might go right into another one.
Yeah.
And then you go out into the town.
Well, that's what they even say about the Autobahn, I think. Like, I don't know the data exactly, but I'm pretty sure accidents are far and few between. But they're driving faster than any other.
Yeah, it's like if you get in an accident, you're really fucked.
Yeah.
But the chances of getting in an accident are actually lower, probably, even though you're going very, very fast. What else we got? Let's back to the 16 seasons. Movies?
I got nothing.
Still haven't been any?
Nothing.
I am getting mixed reviews on the new Beetlejuice.
I haven't even seen the first one, to be honest.
Really?
I know what it is, and I've probably seen parts on TV, but I've never really been into anything like that. Like, was it Nightmare Before Christmas? Anything kind of ghouly. It's never
all
really...
all the Tim Burton stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably some Tim Burton I like. I can't think of it, but... Is Tim Burton also Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, any of that.
Beetlejuice, 89 Batman.
Yeah, I've probably seen that one.
Batman Returns.
Yeah, I've seen that. But I like Batman. Yeah, just kind of like the fake spooky, not spooky, but funny, but it's not that funny.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, people love Nightmare. Like my generation.
Yeah, they do.
Like a cult following.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen that whole thing either.
I've never seen it, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
I think I've seen parts when it's on TV, but like visually it's kind of whatever. And then again, like just kind of ghostly things just aren't really like my vibe. Casper, I'll watch a funny Casper. But that's like purposely funny.
You talking about the live action Casper or
Any
the
of 'em.
old school
All of them.
cartoon
Oh,
one?
both.
Okay.
I'd rather watch that. Yeah, I love like Halloween season, but I'm not like a Halloween guy.
The weird thing about Casper is like it's tragic.
Yeah, it is.
This is a kid that
Yeah.
died.
Yeah. Yeah, now he's all cute and happy.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it is a little dark.
we just that's lost somehow in the process.
Yeah, I think I've seen both, like the early Disney Channel live action and the old school cartoons. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like those. But yeah, Halloweeny things just never really called to me. Coco.
Fire.
You can give me a Coco. That's probably the only ghostly. Yeah, it's just so good. Coco's so good.
Coco, yeah. I don't know if I've seen Coco. I think maybe the last one of those I saw was Encanto.
I was gonna say Encanto's.
Yeah,
Like,
Encanto's okay.
it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's like the Walmart version. Coco, so go get yourself, that 85-inch TV and watch Coco.
I like how Sebastian said it better than we did, but
Encanto.
Encanto.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I got it,
Oh,
bro.
we
What do you
can
think?
do
You think
it,
I'm
but
fake?
we just
I'm not saying you're fake.
We'll go bar for bar.
Yeah.
Encanto Coco.
Have you been learning from your mom or not?
Nah.
That'll be the perfect time.
I forgot who. What were we saying? Oh, Gio. Gio always makes fun of me because I'll say it in English on purpose.
Right.
Whatever we're talking about.
Right, right.
Like we were talking about. We were talking about Taika's super into sports right now, and so he'll just whip out of nowhere like, "All right, name 3 soccer players," and like we all got to go in a row, name 3 soccer players, And Bart and Gio don't know shit, so like I don't know Beckham or something, and so I'm whipping out, and I'll say like Diego Maradona. And Gio's like, huh? I say Diego Maradona, Like, I can fucking say it. I just don't say it. Yeah, yeah.
I think just having lived in California, you pick up
Yeah,
a
somewhere.
reasonable amount of it. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere.
My dad spoke farm worker Spanish
Yeah.
because he was an ag mechanic and
Yeah,
he
the
worked with farm
Spanglish.
workers all the time. Yeah, so
Spanglish.
Spanglish for sure. It was all Spanglish. His pronunciation was awful, but they understood him well enough.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's all that matters.
That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
Yeah, fall season has good movies, though. It's Harry Potter season. It's Coco season.
I just watched a bunch of Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's so good.
It is. Why is it so good?
I don't know.
And
They crushed it.
as I was saying earlier, though, too, I had the first Lord of the Rings movie just start on me, and so I
Yeah.
ended up fucking watching half of it.
You turn those bonus
Isn't that
hours
like
on or whatever?
3 hours?
Bro, you
I
get
didn't-
the,
I didn't
you get
watch
the
the
extendo. That's 5 hours, I think.
I did not watch the extended of the first and second one, but I did watch the extended
Yeah.
of
Those
the
are good, too, man.
of Return to the King. But the crazy thing that I noticed now, and Seabass may or may not get this now, is that I don't know if it's because they were the theatrical versions and not the extended or whatever, but there were a lot of bad cuts in those first 2 movies. Really, really bad ones.
Yeah, you
Like,
probably go to the extended, probably fixes some of that and probably
So-
smooths it over.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they're working under something of a time crunch and stuff too.
And budgets, right?
And budgets to get the editing done.
Yeah.
But you can just tell. I mean, normally when they shoot a bunch of coverage, you can get from one camera angle to another during a conversation, and it's smooth.
But this.
Oh my God, no! It's like the framing is so different between them. You can just tell it's a different take. It's so, oh my God. And those are good movies, but
Yeah.
that's a pretty significant flaw. And the special effects get less and less good over time too.
For sure. Well, now we're talking 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the first,
Come a long way.
maybe the second one came out. I was in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
Same with Harry Potter. You go back and watch the very first Harry Potter. You're like, what the fuck is this from the 60s? Like,
Yeah.
looks crazy. And then you watch, 6, 7, 8. They're a little more with it.
But they get so depressing after.
They do get dark. That's kind of the part I like, though.
From the end of Goblet of Fire
Yeah, it's
to
about
the
5.
end,
Yeah.
there's like very little lightness.
Yeah. They're making a show, too, right, on HBO?
Yeah, they're redoing the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I stand with that. I don't know if they need that. I thought those were kind of fairly definitive portrayals.
One of her tweets just popped up, non-political. She said she's writing like crazy right now.
Oh, really?
That was her tweet. She's like, dude, my brain's on fire. Like, I got to go to sleep just so I can get back to writing.
I hope what she's writing is CB Strike, because those are really good.
Is that her? Yeah, I know nothing.
Yeah, they were written under another name.
Oh.
but it's a detective series set in London.
They
And they've made.
They got muggles in there, or
There's no magic.
damn it,
No magic. It's all just like
Dick
it's
Tracy.
it's a private detective,
Yeah, I'm
but
out.
with a real complicated backstory.
I need the wands.
Like one of his parents was a big celebrity, big rich celebrity.
In this world.
Yeah. It's very, very good. Super gritty. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fun. I know where I wanted to end this up. I think we may have talked about this before, but I think that because tastes and availability of things change over time, that it is worth talking about what our favorite guilty pleasure fast food thing is.
Are we defining fast food by drive-through or just like cheap shit?
I'm going to say
Like-
drive-through.
All right. My latest addiction is probably Cane's.
Oh,
Really?
yeah?
And it's a little bit controversial, I feel like. I
Yeah.
feel like Cane's, In-N-Out too, all of them for some reason become so bipartisan as well, right? Like people like love and they're getting the In-N-Out hat,
Uh-huh.
or they're like In-N-Out's overrated. I feel
Yeah.
like Cane's is kind of like that too, but there's nothing I'm that passionate about. Like I'm very neutral.
Cane's is Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
And a lot
is it Nashville or Korean?
No, it's Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people say the chicken is a little underspiced, and I may agree, but like what makes it like everywhere else is like their sauce, right? It's the
Yeah.
same as Chick-fil-A, and then their little bread on the side, and their fries are solid, and it's still like affordable-ish. That might be my go-to right now. Yeah, fried chicken. It's just hard to beat, man. Because there's other ones that are more like fast casual, like a Chipotle style. Like, is it Dave's? Dave's Hot Chicken's kind of like that. And then there's, I think it's called Texas Hot Chicken. I mean, there's a million of them. But all those are kind of my vibe at the moment.
This is not my guilty pleasure, but it's this thing I will say is that Popeyes fried
Yeah.
chicken
Ooh.
shits all over KFC.
KFC's pretty bad now.
Yeah.
KFC's pretty bad,
Well-
especially in Sac. It's a lot of places, but Sac went through like a chicken revolution. And we have about 6 places that are really good.
It's like Dave's.
No, even like local. Like
Oh.
Baked,
Box.
Oh,
Sackville, Hot Boys.
Vaughn's.
Vaughn's is Korean,
Yeah.
really insane. Fire Wings Korean,
Oh,
really
Fire Wings
insane.
is fire.
Yeah, like we have like 6 options that are so good, and yeah, KFC just is like downhill.
Shit,
I haven't had Papa's in a long time, but I think I've had their tenders that are pretty good.
It's a little bit stereotypical, but when we spent 10 days in Harlem earlier this summer, and one of the nights we just got Popeyes, and it
Yeah.
was so fucking good.
Papa's
Yeah.
good.
Chicken sandwich or just
Huh?
an actual?
Oh, yeah.
Did you like a bucket of
Oh.
chicken?
Yeah,
just a bucket of
Yeah.
chicken.
I had the chicken sandwich when it dropped.
That shit's
Was that
fire.
COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
I
it was
had
around
that, and there was
COVID.
lines everywhere. I had that with Kyle. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
We delivered it to Dan at work. He was at AT&T still. Yeah,
Oh, damn, that was
Yeah.
a while back ago.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just, I mean,
yeah. Popeye's sandwich is pretty good.
perfectly cooked,
Yeah.
perfectly seasoned.
single-
That's kind
Just
of like Cane's. Cane's is consistent.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna get, and that's what makes In-N-Out, right? Is it the best burger you've ever had? Probably not, but like
It's
for
just
the
very
price,
consistent.
it's very consistent and it's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of always tastes the same.
yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not too expensive, someone is it Subway? Subway just trying to bring back
Oh,
because
like
they're
The foot long stuff.
yeah
and-
like $6.99 versus $3.99 because they're like quarterlies were like the worst.
Ugh.
Like they're about to die, so they're like, oh, we'll bring back a foot long. It's still $7 versus like $4.
Their food just,
It's
I
so bad.
can't
They might be the
anymore.
worst.
I can't
KFC
anymore.
and Subway might be the 2 worst.
Yeah.
Because like some with KFC, like it's so like liquidy. Like it's like you know, like people talk shit on McDonald's
Yeah.
nuggets. Like
Their
that's not
nuggets.
chicken. I'm like, bro, it's way more chicken than
Yeah,
KFC.
than KFC.
KFC's is crazy.
Remember KFC used to be good. At least as a
No,
kid.
yeah, I used to eat it as a kid too. Yeah. What's yours, Jim? What's your actual one?
Well, I was gonna get Seabass first.
What you got, Sebas?
I was gonna say In-N-Out, but honestly, I don't know if this counts. Costco, the Costco food court.
We'll take it.
Yeah, it's cheap. What
I think
What are you doing?
the chicken
Za?
bake?
Yeah.
nah, the hot dog.
Hot dog?
the hot dog.
See, okay, hot dogs. IKEA hot dog versus Costco hot dog.
I'm an IKEA meatball guy.
Meatballs, yeah. I've been craving spaghetti lately for some reason. Spaghetti
Yeah.
and meatballs sounds amazing to me
Italian.
right now.
Good
yeah.
times, good.
I'm
yeah.
going Costco.
Yeah, it's
down.
hard to argue with it. You know, the Costco pizza is what it is,
And
too.
the price.
Yeah,
The price.
the size.
If you take all that into account, Costco might be the number
The
one in the world.
top, yeah.
Them or IKEA, because I think IKEA is still cheap.
It's $1, I think, or
Yeah.
$1.50.
Yeah,
Costco's
that's pretty good.
$1.50.
That's pretty good because wasn't it this year In-N-Out's like, yeah, we got to raise prices for the first time in
I
like
think
10 years.
I went up like maybe
Yeah.
for a double like
Yeah,
$1.
Costco won't.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A's delicious but expensive.
The thing,
Chipotle's consistent, expensive.
That Costco Sundae.
Yeah, it is
The
good.
strawberry vanilla.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Costco is actually starting to check whether you're a member to get food now,
Yeah.
and they didn't used to. You could just roll up.
Yeah, because
Before.
especially some of them are outside. The snack bar's not in.
The Art of
Yeah,
Expo.
Yeah, Costco is good.
Yeah.
It is good. The other one was Arizona iced tea. That dude's done
Oh,
multiple
yeah,
articles
the
where he's like,
99
I
cents.
own my factories, everything's stabilized. Like, why am I
Mhm.
going to raise prices? Which is kind of cool of him.
Yeah.
I mean, he is rich.
I actually just saw a story with the guy who bought Lesser Evil. It's a popcorn company, and now
Oh.
they branched out into some other stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like, I think they have regular popped stuff, but they pop it in coconut oil, and they have air pop too. So it's like even
Yeah, take home,
lower
yeah.
calorie.
Yeah.
They've got deals with some of the big distributors now, but when he bought it for $250,000 because he was a trader. He was a stock trader, and he just got burned out on that.
Yeah.
And so he bought this failing company
Yeah.
and turned it around last year. 103 million this year, on track for 165 million in gross revenue.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was going to be my cheat meal or my guilty pleasures. I've been ordering
Popcorn.
Yeah. Movie
Oh,
popcorn.
bro, you've been ordering popcorn for
I know, but that's
for
it.
like 3 months
Yeah,
now.
movie popcorn's it.
movie popcorn. I can take or leave, to be honest with you, because I don't like the butter. And the butter's not even butter.
So I go no butter because that's only like because I'm not trying to eat like fucking 5,000 calories of popcorn just to eat 1,000, and then it's like not that unhealthy.
You go that or like Boom Chicka Pop.
Boom Chicka Pop's pretty
Yeah.
good too.
Uh,
There's something about fresh popcorn though.
Yeah, fresh
Yeah,
popcorn's always better.
My wife is like, I don't understand cold popcorn. It doesn't appeal to me at all. I was like, well, clearly you don't like popcorn in the same
Yeah.
way I like popcorn,
Yeah.
because I will devour a giant bag of Skinny Pop
Yeah, I'll do
and not
both.
be skinny
Yeah.
if somebody just gives me that.
Yeah, I'll do both.
Yeah.
I'm not as picky.
So, my current guilty pleasure is the beef and cheese at Arby's.
Kyle's a big Arby's guy.
And they asked me if I want sauce. I was like, it's dripping with au jus.
Yeah.
Why would I need sauce?
Now, Arby's
and there's
is highly
more
underrated.
cheese than God on it.
Yeah, it's highly underrated.
It's like
So many folks. I took him for the first
it
time.
wasn't bad. It
Yeah.
wasn't bad at all.
it's almost like queso on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. it's
Even
so
just
good.
their regular beef. It's literally bread and beef, and it's like
Yeah, and
one of the better things that fast food does.
It's roast beef sliced so thin you could read through it, and yet it tastes delicious.
yeah, their fries are solid. Even their other stuff, you expand into the chicken sandwich and stuff, is solid. It's
I've
really
had those
solid.
before. I haven't done it lately.
Yeah,
but
it's solid. Like compared to where everyone else's quality's gone backwards, their quality's at least stayed the same.
Yeah.
Because Arby's was a big thing when I was a kid because it was fucking 98 cents
Yeah.
or something, and I ate like crazy. So we go get like 5 of them bitches and throw back some roast beef. Yeah, without cheese, you probably need a little sauce. You know, the little vinegar barbecue deal.
Yeah, but with the cheese ones, you
Yeah.
don't need any of that.
Yeah,
at
money
all.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
Arby's is good. Those I haven't tried it because everyone. It's like an online meme that it's a laundering company, right? Yeah, because you're like,
to Arby's?
I've never seen there.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone there. I've never been there. But for all you fucking kiddos that have never been there, you're missing out. I'm not gonna say it's like as good as In-N-Out or something, but Arby's is really good. It might be top 5 when you talk about consistency, price, and taste.
I can't argue with you on that point.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Because everyone else really has gotten worse. Like Burger King's burgers taste so bad.
trash.
Burger King's burgers are like kind of hot garbage. Yeah.
And McDonald's burgers are like, you know the garbage you're getting and you still like it.
They're stupid
And they're
small, too.
tiny.
Yeah. But I think the worst offender in that category is Taco Bell.
Taco
this
Bell's-
stuff is awful.
Well, and they've like tripled their price.
Yeah, it's awful, and we still eat it.
No, Taco Bell was
It's
good.
like, I'm not enjoying. You're eating it. I'm not enjoying this at all.
Yeah.
I'm purely eating this for sustenance. I have no reason to eat this.
I do like their fake Mexican, but it was only because it was dirt cheap again. You get like 8 items and it's like $5. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah. But now you do that and it's $20.
They do have like that box, the $5 box.
Yeah. The double decker was the secret. I think they got rid of it. Yeah, it's like a bean and cheese burrito wrapped around a taco. What's the curdunklin or whatever they do? Like
turducken?
Yeah, it was like a Mexican turducken.
They don't get more American than that.
Yeah, you know a turducken?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, where it's like a turkey, then a chicken, and
chicken.
then like a fucking pheasant inside that, and then you just keep going down. Eventually, there's a worm.
Hummingbird.
Yeah, it just gets smaller and smaller. Pokemon, fucking Pikachu's in there. That's what a fucking double decker was, dude. It was just every Mexican wrapped in it. It was good though. It was really good.
Yeah.
I have seen speaking of Taco Bell, we probably got to try it, is the Baja Blast gelato. I don't know why Mexicans are selling gelato all of a sudden, but y'all.
What you mean?
I mean, you couldn't just be ice cream. You had to fucking steal my culture, huh?
Take a little bit.
Baja Blast gelato.
That's not even Mexicans.
That's what I'm saying.
Last
Taco
week
Bell's authentic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Last week, my mother-in-law brought to a family dinner brought churro ice cream.
Yeah, good.
It was way too good.
I had a crumble cookie, and they had a churro flavor. Crumble is probably overrated as well. It's good.
I've seen a lot of hate on it.
Yeah, a lot of people are hate because people want to be hipsters, you know.
Yeah.
But the truth is, for the price, you're like, nah.
You're not wrong. The same people that were loving it back then are now hating on it.
Where again, the cookie at fucking Costco, it's like 98 cents, and it's good.
And it probably bangs.
Yeah, it's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Third Street Barbell, Sacramento, California. If you're in town, second Saturdays are live. Second Saturday of every single month. Free open gym. If you're just in town, come check it out. Chat with Sebas. Grab a lift. I'm Solid Mike. Where you want to find me?
And this and every episode of 50% Facts is brought to you by Third Street Barbell's Good Company Apparel at 3sb.co. I am at DJ McDonald. All the social media. The show is 50% Facts, where percent is a word, 50 is just numbers. 50% Facts is a Spreaker Prime podcast in association with iHeartMedia on the Obscure Celebrity Network. And we'll talk to you next time.